Welcome back, crafty friends. I have another layout for Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, Series 16. Here is today's sketch. It is by Miss Carrie. From Miss Carrie's Creations, I believe, is her handle on YouTube as well as Instagram. And I am using the Cowboys collection from Cartabella. It came out earlier this year. And I'm documenting some pictures of my grandson Cody in his Woody pajamas. So, the character Woody from Toy Story, that these were hand me down pajamas that we got. And so, we have a picture of him the first time he wore them, which was in December of 2023. And then the last time he wore them in February of 2024 because he was getting too big to wear them. So it was kind of fun to see the progression of the first picture, him just laying on the ground because he wasn't really well, he was sitting up by then, but he did prefer just to kind of lay there for the picture versus sitting up, and how much he has grown and changed since from December to February. So that is what I'm documenting here. And I am also, as you can tell, creating a smaller layout, a 9 by 11 ish size layout. I did bring in the backside of the layout that this will be the backside within the page protector. So there are my three pictures, and I do decide to use this fourth picture, or the fourth space there, to use this cut apart. I am also just using the right side of the sketch and doing a one-page layout versus a two-page. And I also shrunk it, as I said earlier, to the 9.5 by 11. So giving you lots of options and ways to use sketches and show you how you can make them work for you. So I am using, I had kind of looked through to see if I had any of, I knew I didn't buy any of the Simple Stories collections. I think they came out last year or the year before that had um, some themed embellishments and stuff that were geared toward the section of Disney World that has the Toy Story rides and attractions there. And I didn't have any of that, so that was where one led me to the Cowboys collection. So, however, the Disney collection that came out this year, the Brads, did have a few nods to Toy Story. So, as you can see, I do have that one Brad that has the bullseye, and that was from Toy Story. And then there is a little cowboy hat, and that is also, I believe, a nod to Toy Story. So I included those two Brads on here to kind of help support the Toy Story theme, as well as Cody's holding a Buzz Lightyear toy in the pictures from February. So that kind of helps bring everything home for the theme. And since they are pajamas, this cut apart I thought was cute that said "Good night, cowboy," since he was in his jammies and getting ready to go to bed both times. And then I just used some of these very old, what were they? Lily Bee, I think was the company name. And I actually have a ton of these because I love these stickers and how easy it is to add small details, words, things like that within titles for using these letter stickers. So I'm still working through that stash as well and pull them out as needed. So I am getting started putting everything down here and getting the spacing right, and adding the little bits at the top and the bottom, which are represented within the sketch. And then you'll start to notice, so earlier when I was kind of spacing and playing, putting everything together, I had the title of Woody going through the middle of my layout. Well, then when I glued everything down, or as I'm adhering everything down, I think that was where I realized that, oh, that may not work anymore because, well, one, earlier I wasn't taking into account that I had added the word or his name, Cody, underneath that cut apart, which is partly where that my chipboard Woody title was gonna go. So here I'm thinking, and I may have been talking to somebody else when I was pointing there, and so I just keep going, and then I decide that you'll see in the final pictures that, and here in a minute, I do decide to put the Woody title at the bottom of the layout. Since there is kind of some blank space there, it's just his legs, and you can still see through the words that it's still him and his legs and his jammies and everything. So I did use some tear tape to put this canvas star on. That this has been in my collection for quite some time, and I am glad to finally get it used, as well as those letter stickers that I put on there as well. Um, they are probably as old as his mother, who knows, but they still stuck. I didn't even use any glue to make them stick because I wasn't sure how to make that work on this canvas star. So, but they do seem to be adhering quite well, which is great. So these little tags, that they were from a reminiscent book by Elizabeth Crafts. I believe they've come out with 6 or 7 of them. I have purchased them all. I love them. And there you can see that I forgot my hole punch at the crop, and the person that I was borrowing from, I believe when I was working on this layout, she may have already packed up and left on Sunday afternoon. And so I just used my scissors, poked it through, and made it work. So uh, the letters, actually, I think earlier you saw them in a white color, and these were actually made by Pink Paisley a long time ago to use mixed media to make them whatever color you want. And so I used 2 different colors to get the color that matched that burgundy red color in the collection. So there I'm adding my brads in, and I get those in 3 different places for my visual triangle, just kind of digging through to see if I wanted to add anything else, and I didn't. So this is the close-up pictures for my layout. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave those down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.